I'm back here for another video at the Farmington Canal Trail crossing in Cheshire, Connecticut at West Main Street with the Hawk Beacon. I've made the video about the chicane gates that were installed on the trail. I've made the video about how I would fix this crossing. I wanted to come back and see how those factors play into how people actually use this crossing. We just had three drivers blow through the red. The people have the signal to cross. Now we have people stopping, right? So driver compliance is not great here. Now it's flashing so people can proceed. That driver does not know what to do. And now people proceed cautiously. Let's walk over and take a look at the chicane gates. So you can see since these gates have been installed, we have this new desire path that's formed on the side because people are now just going to take the straightest line through here because these gates don't really improve safety at all. I've also noticed that the edges of these gates are getting pretty scraped up because it limits the usable width of the path too much. People are hitting the sides of it here. Again, these are all black gates with very thin reflective strips. They're not that visible from a distance. We have these cones here instead. Also notice the sign, traffic may not stop on countdown. So even if people want to cross, the town is saying, oh, well, just forgive the drivers for not obeying state law. Watch out. So here we see something about to happen. The Hawk was just active, so we're still within the 30-second cooldown period. Those people over there push the button, they're doing everything right, they're waiting at the curb. You see drivers still want to yield to people, even though the beacon is dark. Drivers want to yield because they see someone waiting for a crosswalk. There's a lot of confusion here, and now the beacon starts flashing. Now here's another example. These people arrived during the cooldown period and they press the button, but the drivers are yielding because they see someone waiting. And now in less than 30 seconds, now the beacon is activating when there's no one crossing. Right? I mean, you can't really blame people. You're waiting at the curb, you're waiting to cross, you're doing everything right, and then this huge line of cars stacks up because they're yielding to you, and so you feel like you want to cross, but you've already pressed the button. You can't take back the button press. So then a little while later, the lights start flashing for no one, and it just kind of ruins it for everyone. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test out what I just explained. So right now we have the crossing phase, people are going. I'm gonna come in and press the button during that cooldown period and wait at the curb and see what drivers do. So I press the button, no lights are flashing, so we're still in the cooldown period, and see drivers are yielding even though they can go. They can go. So I think this crossing could operate as an unsignalized crossing and be just fine. Drivers are willing to yield. This hawk beacon just confuses everyone. We got one person going through the red. Not much traffic from there. So yeah, I really believe the problem with this crossing is the hawk beacon. These chicane gates are not solving any of the problems of this crossing. You got the ground eroding on either side here because people are not able to go through this very narrow distance. They're driving on the grass, riding on the grass. The town of Cheshire needs to do something about the crossing itself, not the path. Stop punishing trail users and do something about the poor driver compliance and high speeds through the area.